getting wild because word going around is that NBA Youngboy just dropped a so-called kill list, and the names tied to it, Lil Baby and 21Savage. That rumor alone has the rap world shaking, and it didn't come out of nowhere. This all started after Youngboy's Atlanta concert, the one where he performed I Hate Youngboy live for the first time in that city, calling out O-Block, Lil Baby, and anyone tied to King Von. But what really set everything off wasn't even the lyrics, it was who he brought on stage. Lil Tim, the same guy connected to King Von's death, in the exact same city where Von died. The way it played out, it didn't feel like entertainment anymore. It felt personal. Now, people online couldn't believe it. Videos started flooding TikTok and X, Youngboy performing with Lil Tim while fans screamed every word. It didn't look like tension, it looked like celebration. And that's what scared people, because when you take a diss track that deep into enemy territory, it stops feeling like music. It starts feeling like retaliation. By the next morning, everything went left. Reports said his next 2 Atlanta shows were canceled. No warning, no explanation. Promoters started backing out, saying security concerns were too high. Some even hinted law enforcement quietly advised them to shut things down before someone got hurt. Still, the rumor about the kill list kept spreading. Nobody could confirm where it came from, but the timing was suspicious. The performance, the cancellations, and all the chatter about Lil Baby and 21Savage. It all hit at once. Let's be honest, Lil Baby's name was always gonna hit the hardest. Out of everyone mentioned, that one felt personal. Youngboy didn't just perform I Hate Youngboy anywhere. He did it in Atlanta, Lil Baby's city. That's where Baby built his whole career. He's not just another rapper there, he's the hometown favorite. And just to show you how deep that cut was, here's Lil Baby right in his city. You can see the love he gets.
Hey, that's the next one too.
So when Youngboy dissed him on his own turf, people took that as pure disrespect. Insiders even said Baby's camp saw the concert as an open challenge. Not a joke, not a stunt, a direct shot. And after that night, word spread fast. Promoters started avoiding bookings with either artist on the same lineup. Security teams were told not to overlap events. Nobody wanted to risk the fallout if those camps ever crossed paths again. 21Savage hadn't even said Youngboy's name, but because he's tight with Lil Baby, his name got pulled straight into it. People online started acting like 21 was next. Every time Youngboy posted something cryptic, someone said it was aimed at him. 21 though, he stayed quiet, which, if you've been paying attention to him, means a lot. When 21 doesn't speak, it's not because he's scared, it's because he's calculated. He moves quiet, but he moves smart.
Got him and Quando, and a lot of with dirt. So a lot of ain't gonna fuck with Youngboy shit, cause they dirt. But does it gotta be like that?
Still, fans couldn't help connecting the dots. Atlanta loyalty runs deep, and if Youngboy's going after Lil Baby, that automatically drags anyone close to him into the line of fire. After the Atlanta mess, things only got worse for Youngboy's tour. First, Chicago pulled out. Then, New Orleans, his own home state, started talking about canceling too. At first, people thought it was logistics, but insiders said promoters didn't want to touch anything tied to potential violence. And what's crazy is, this was supposed to be Youngboy's comeback, the tour that proved he was untouchable. Instead, it's becoming proof that maybe he's gone too far. At this point, the music doesn't even sound the same anymore. Every lyric, every performance feels loaded like there's something hidden underneath it. And honestly, that's what's scary, because once people start believing you're capable of anything, that's when things get unpredictable. Either way, the damage is already done. The tension's real, the streets are watching, and everyone's waiting for who moves first. Because if this rumor turns into reality, it's not just another rap beef, it's a warning, and somebody's name might be next.
Nowhere. Chris Brown's friendship with Bryson Tiller just turned into internet chaos, all because Tiller's generous gift to Chris Brown somehow turned into talk of their secret affair. It all started when Bryson surprised Chris with a brand new black Lamborghini as an appreciation for bringing him on tour. sounds innocent, right? Just one artist showing love to another. But what came after that gift is what got people talking, because singer Kevin McCall jumped online claiming Bryson's gesture was zesty, hinting at something deeper going on between him and Chris. Now, before we get into that, let's back up a little. Bryson had just finished opening for Chris on the Breezy Bowl 20 Stadium Tour, a massive run that had fans going crazy across North America and Europe. Bryson literally called it the best run of his career, thanked Chris for being a great human, and gave it 150% every single night. So when the tour wrapped, Bryson wanted to show love back. He posted a video of the Lambo with the caption, "Thank you, Chris Brown. I know you didn't need another Lambo, but I'll forever be thankful for bringing me on your first ever stadium tour." And that's where Kevin McCall, who's got his own rocky history with Chris, slid into the chat and started throwing shade. He reposted the clip and dropped a messy caption saying Bryson's move was sus, adding tags like #Gay Pride Paperwork Party coming soon. People started arguing in the comments. Some were laughing it off, saying Kevin's just jealous because he didn't get invited on tour. Others even called it a desperate grab for attention and that he was hating from outside because he couldn't even get in. The craziest part is that Kevin used to be cool with Chris, even worked with him in the early days, but that friendship ended years ago after a nasty fallout, so fans immediately clocked this as another bitter jab. So basically, Kevin's issue was that Bryson was doing too much for another man, which is exactly why people started turning on him. Because if we're being honest, calling another dude zesty just for being grateful and generous says more about you than about them. Some fans even flipped it on him, wondering why he was so obsessed with Chris, that maybe he was the one on the DL said it's giving projection, like he was the one obsessed with the vibe he's trying to create. Y'all know how much social media loves a scandal, but this time, people were quick to defend Bryson and Chris. Let's just say Chris got lucky this time, cause remember, he's been trying to keep his name out of messy headlines lately, and as it is, this tour had already stirred up enough chaos. Just the other day, he was being called out again for being a colorist. The colorism accusations against Chris aren't new, and fans started posting stories about being shut out of VIP sections at his shows, saying only lighter-skinned girls got in while darker-skinned women were brushed off. One fan even claimed she and her friends were made to audition for access, while lighter girls just walked right through. The backlash was brutal. TikTok was flooded with receipts, stories, and hashtags calling him out again. And even though Chris tried to do damage control by bringing Kayla Nicole on stage to represent brown-skinned girls, people weren't buying it. They said it felt like a PR stunt, like he was trying to clean up his image. Not long after, he deactivated his Instagram, claiming everyone was rage baiting him. But that move only made things worse. So yeah, between the colorism drama and Kevin McCall's messy rumor, Chris might have survived this latest chaos, but his reputation is still hanging by a thread. So far, neither Chris nor Bryson has said a word. They have been smart enough to know that even denying McCall's claims would only make it bigger.